I ask these regulators all the time, these individuals on these committees making these decisions, have you ever tried to market one of these Medicare Advantage plans to a consumer? Have you ever actually tried to follow your own rules and your own guidelines? Because what we've had is we've had 10 years of adding rules and regulation and compliance with the hope and the intent of protecting these seniors, that they act like they're just these absolute stupid invalids that are just susceptible to scam after scam after scam, which, you know, sometimes there is that. But as a result, you have so many complicated marketing and rule guidelines now that things have almost been collapsed and compressed into, well, how can we do it? I guess I can send ineffective mailers to people, or I can bombard them with calls, or this is where the calls come into place, is you have disreputable third-party TPMOs that are blasting people with,
or offshore ones.
Yeah, offshore ones that aren't going to follow any TCPA rules or any CMS compliance guidelines anyway, and then they're selling those calls because consumers are still interested, despite what you think. Consumers are confused about how to get on their plan. If you were to go take any of these CMS regulators, if you were to go to take any of these politicians and say, go to your average constituent and these people turning 65 and ask them, how does Medicare work? How do you even get on your Medicare? How do you even activate it? Then what happens? Then what plan do you choose? Why are you going to choose an Advantage plan or a supplement? What's the difference? You're going to stay on original Medicare. These seniors are so confused. They're the most undereducated, underprepared consumers in any marketplace or any ecosystem.
Right. And
brokers have always done a very good job of bridging that gap and smoothing out that process. But when you look at the marketing guidelines that have happened, you know, back when we got in, you could go do a consumer meeting, and market dynamics have shifted, but also compliance has changed so much year over year over year, where it's like, oh, nope, you can't do a community meeting. You can't sit down and buy a senior a meal. Oh, you can buy him a meal, but it has to be only a roll and a treat.
That's bundling, Mike.
Or it can't be if you combine a bowl of soup and a roll, then that constitutes a meal.
You bundled, yeah.
And I bundled. Oh, so then we'll do a snack. Well, then a senior doesn't want to go drive across town to eat your stale muffin.